What's up, everybody? My name's Jake. Welcome back. If it's your first time here, welcome. Today, I woke up. I had placed a couple bids on eBay last night, and I didn't win any of them, which is, it's okay. I'm not upset about that. I'm not bummed, because they were lower end cards that I just wanted. But people jacked the price up. And honestly, I'm happy that I didn't win, because after I thought about it, I think I'd have been more upset that I paid that much. Just because in the moment, I wanted something more. I felt like I wanted something more than I actually did. So today, I'm going to talk about how I stay in my range of affordability in today's market, because it's crazy. Everything's expensive. Let me see if I have something behind me. I do. So a lot of this is my childhood stuff. Things like this. You know, Dark Typhlosion, first edition Dragonair non-hollow, Vaporeon hollow from Jungle. This one's really like scratched up. Solgaleo Lunala GX. Things like this. Some of these won't 10. Actually, probably none of them will 10. And that's okay. I'm not chasing... Oh, I lied. I'm chasing a 10 on this because it's really clean. Things like this. This is what I was looking for, actually. This exact card. This e-reader Magby reverse hollow. It's going nuts. Maybe not that specific one, but then you got this e-reader Horsey reverse hollow. Reverse hollow e-reader Kingler. You can tell I like reverse hollow e-readers. I personally think they're better than the regular hollow. This one is from my childhood collection. Reverse hollow Seadra. This one I bought, and I got a pretty good deal on it. I think I paid $90, maybe 85. But it's a holographic Tentacruel e-reader with a swirl in the top. Okay. But things like that right now are going nuts. I've been a huge fan of the e-readers for a long time, but now it kind of seems like everybody is, right? And that's okay. We knew that vintage would have its day in this boom. It's definitely caught up, and I don't know that it'll come back down to affordable prices for everybody, including myself for some of these. But what I do know is that I know how to stay within a comfortable place where the bills are paid. You know, the adult responsibilities are there and taken care of before I just go blow money. You know, I'm very fortunate that where I am right now, I don't pay rent. So I have a good chunk of extra. I'm fortunate that in a couple months when I move, because that's coming, I'll be going to somewhere that, you know, I'm splitting that money. So I'm not going to be using all my money to pay rent. Still have bills, obviously, you know, car loan, stuff like that. But I'm fortunate that I know that I'll have a little bit of extra. It won't be nearly what I do right now, but it's some. And I know that if I sit on that for a time period, I can afford other things. You know, every time I go to CollectCon, I take about $1,000, and I save up to, you know, for a few weeks at a time to build that up. This year, that might not happen. You know, the adult responsibilities come first. Here I am going on a rant about living comfortably and how to afford this, talking about Pokemon. That's great. A lot of people are outside their means, and they're blowing money left and right on these expensive cards, hoping that they go up. And honestly, right now, you might actually be able to do that. It doesn't mean it's smart. You know, two things can be right at the same time. Sure, you can do that. It doesn't mean that it was a good move. Even if you made money, it doesn't mean it was smart, because there is the chance that you don't. And if you don't, and you lose money, and you can't pay for your things, then you're going in debt for Pokemon? Come on. It's crazy. Crazy. We're going in debt for cards, for cardboard. No. I just can't. And I already have like my own debt. But like I make sure all the bills are paid before I just go blow money on whatever. Everybody in this hobby right now is mad. PSA has just ruined somebody's like $60,000 card. And they offered him 20 grand for it. I know he's mad. I'm mad for him. As somebody who has a PSA membership, is a supporter of PSA, I cannot support them right now. It just can't happen. These are mistakes that are being made. Honestly, what killed it is if they had just offered him a fair value and said, "Hey man, we're so sorry. We accidentally destroyed your card. We're going to pay you the full amount that ours just sold for on eBay." Because the one on eBay was sold by PSA. They priced the card at like 50 grand and then offered him 20. Insane. Honestly, I'd be willing to bet that right now we would see them put that card up for sale after re-putting it at a 10. Because I just can't trust them. But enough on that. But to stay in this hobby, and especially right now, I buy the cheap stuff. Let's start there. Get the cheap stuff. There's a lot of really cool, cheap cards out there right now. My recent fixation has been Mega Evolution's Steelix Art Rare. I've got like 20 of them. I don't know why. I just like it, and I believe in the card. So like at some point when grading isn't stupid expensive, who knows? At this point, I might change some to somebody else. But for right now, we're going to say PSA. When it's not dumb expensive and they stop being the limelight because they're destroying people's property and then not giving them a fair value for it, probably send those off to grading and I'll sit on some of them, you know. I'm hoping by the time I do that, I've collected more and I get like a 40 to 50% 10 rate. And the rest I'll uncrack and I'll sell. But the rest of them, you know, I'll keep a few for myself because I like them and I also believe in them. So I think in a few years that they'll go up. And if they don't, like, it's okay. I'll sell them. Doesn't bother me. For example, the Magby card and stuff like that. This guy was $8. And he's really clean. Like, he's got a couple white dots, but I mean, I kind of expect that from this. You know, same with, what was the other one that I did at the same time? Oh, the Kingler. The Kingler he's pretty clean. He's got a little, whoops, well, Magamy just got destroyed. He's got a little whitening on his corner, which kind of sucks because where I was, when I bought this, it looked really clean, but I was in a dark room. I should have brought a light. I will now bring a light. I'm going to be that guy. The guy with a light. I just buy the affordable stuff. I look at it, that's $8. I kind of like it. I'm going to get it. If you're chasing the expensive stuff right now and you're like, oh, it's because I really like this card. I've always liked this card, but no, you've never talked about that card in your life. You're just chasing money. And you're upset that you can't get it because people have beat you to it. Word of advice, if you want to make the most amount of money in this hobby, when it comes to things like that, you have to predict and you have to be right. You have to predict. There's a portion of luck. You have to predict what's going to happen, what's going to pop off. You have to get it at its lowest and wait. That wait might not be long right now, but you're going to have to wait until it goes up, and it might not go up. A lot of these people that are selling these crazy cards have either had them since childhood or they predicted that the market would do this. They've been sitting on this stuff for a while and now they're finally selling top. Okay. We're at the top. All right. We could keep going, but we're in a peak. It'll come down. It has to. Everything that goes up must come down. There's a reason behind that saying. What I will tell you is if you're trying to stay valid in this hobby, get good at negotiating and buy what's cheap. if you don't want to pay something, don't do what a lot of other people do and don't pay it. You don't have to buy from these people. You can buy from somebody else. Excuse me. Ugh, allergy season is among us, and mine are kicking. You can buy from another person. You can buy online. You can go to a card shop and keep hunting. But like, if a card says $100 and the value says it's only 80, and you want to pay 80, and they won't take 80, walk away. You're going to be more upset that you spent the 20 than you are happy that you got the card. I know this was last year. I was at Collecticon with my lady, and I made a really stupid mistake. I sold a Crown Zenith Sea and Sky box for like $70 less than I wanted to, because I got the price wrong in my head. So I did the math wrong for like the next 2 to 3 hours. It was literally all I could think about. She's behind me. It's okay. Like, it happens. It happened. It's over. You know, she was trying to be supportive, and then got a little more like, hey, like, you can't do anything about it. And it was so annoying to me that I had made that mistake, that I was like talking to vendors about it. Like, when they, oh, how's your collector on? I did this and I did this. I'm a little bummed. And they're like, you know what? Everybody makes mistakes, man. And then one guy kind of was like, hey, what else you selling? I was like, I've got some 151. This was not before, you know, it is where it is now. It's like, I got a 151. It'll probably flip for you today. Like, everybody wants it. He's like, okay, well, I'll give you 90%. He didn't have to do that, but he did. And that was awesome, because it covered a good portion of what I missed, and super thankful for people like that. But there's not a lot of them out there. So you have to be good at a couple things. You have to be good at negotiating. If you have somebody who's not willing to negotiate at all, I've seen this in a couple of videos, and I've also experienced this. If you have somebody who's not willing to negotiate, and their prices are $5 to $10 higher than like market value, don't buy from those people. They're not here for the hobby. They're here to make a buck. Okay. And if that's the case, I mean, good on them. Capitalism. Woo. Don't fall into the current theme of, I have to buy this now, because you don't. Okay. Thousands upon millions of these cards are printed. Some of this older stuff is still readily available. It's not the most available, but it's there. You can get it. You might have to wait. You might have to buy off of eBay. And if you do, set up a bid, and, you know, if the time is running and you're, hey, I got maybe, I'm willing to spend maybe 20 to 50 more dollars. Wait for it. If not, go to sleep and just hope that when you wake up that it's there and it says you won. And if it doesn't, oh well, keep going. You'll find another one. If you're trying to stay afloat in this market, because everybody is, this market will make you feel poor right now. It does. You can't afford much. Find what you like, buy it, sit on it, enjoy it, put it in your binder and look at it daily. Whatever you got to do. Be good at negotiating. This video has turned into everything that I did not want it to, but that's okay. I guess what we're really talking about is how the market is and how you can kind of stay there and what you can do about it. I don't know. At this point, I don't know. What I will tell you is, don't spend above your means just because you think you want something that bad. Okay. I'll give you a quick story of a time like this where I very much regret not pulling a trigger. When I first came back into Pokemon, Fusion Strike was $80 a box. I opened 2 cases worth. Every other week, I would go to my LGS about 10 minutes from my house, and I would spend $80 on a Fusion box. And throughout the next 2 weeks, I would open those packs, a few packs a day. Okay. And then when I was out, I would go back to the LGS and I'd do the same thing. It was you know, it is what it is. I was chasing Gengar. Okay. I'm a huge Gengar fan. You can't see him right now, but he's back there. He's there. My favorite Pokemon. And I was like, man, I'm just getting back. I really want a cool Gengar card. I wonder how they look now. So that card was like groundbreaking to me. I had to have it. Looked up the price and I was like, dude. At the time, this card was like raw. It was like 100 and some, $150 maybe. It's like, that's crazy. Why would I want to buy that when I could like pull it? Stupid decision. I should have paid for it then and not later. And that's okay. I don't have that card. And I may never own that card unless I save up a fat chunk of money and purchase it. And that's fine. I wasn't willing to spend that because it felt expensive at the time. And if that's how it feels for you today, you probably don't want the card that bad. You probably really want it because there's value to it, or maybe you just think you want it because you're like, oh, it's my favorite Pokemon, I have to have it. The truth is that's still my favorite card. And I do regret not buying it. But if the opportunity came now, I don't know that I could anyway, because I don't know that I find that to be that valuable. I love the card. I just don't know that I'd pay 12 to 1800, whatever it's sitting at in a PSA 10 right now. It's probably more. I haven't even looked in so long. That price is probably way off, but maybe not. Anyway, I've been rambling for quite some time now, and I probably didn't hit on any of the key points that I wanted to. I'll bring my notepad next time. I got a notepad to do this because I used my phone to record, so next time I'll bring my notepad. Right now, keep your head up. It won't stay this way forever. It will be this way for a while, but it won't be this way forever. Things are expensive. Don't FOMO and just start buying it, because you're going to regret it and you're not going to enjoy the card. Okay. If I spent more than what I did on some of these, I wouldn't have enjoyed them like I wanted to. This guy right here, as soon as I saw him, I went and picked him up. And my buddy posted him on his story, and I went and picked him up. And when I got there, I'm a frequent for this guy, and he comes up to me and he says, how much do you want to pay for it? And I said, I really don't want to pay more than 80. So I can't do 80. That's what I paid for it. I said, okay. How about 80, 85? And, oh no, I'm sorry. I told him I wanted to pay 70. He said, oh, I can't do 70. That's what I paid for it. And I said, okay, how about 80? I can't do 80. I said, what do you want? He said, 90. I said, why don't you meet me in the middle at 85? I said, okay, that's fine. So, he really set me up, and that was great. But if I had paid 90, or the price on a sticker, I probably would have been a little bummed. I probably wouldn't have enjoyed it as much as I do. Right now, I've got it in a grading pile. It might just have to go back in a binder after the news. Keep your head up. Just keep swimming. Things are going to go down at some point. It may not be all the way down. They definitely will have new lows. They won't. We've got new highs. We're gonna have a new floor too. When the ceiling goes up, typically on the way down, the floor comes up with it. And your $10 low may now be 15 to 20. But if you're comfortable paying it, pay for it. Negotiate with people that are willing to negotiate, and those who aren't willing to negotiate, just walk away. Okay, nobody's making you buy them. You might end up on a YouTube video as the guy who walked out and said, no, I don't want that. That's too much. Oh, well. I'm on one of those videos somewhere. I've seen it. A guy actually sent me the footage of me talking to Coop's Collection. I had just sold him something. And he said, bro, is this you? I said, it is. He said, you walked away from Coop? I said, I did. He said, why? He's such a nice guy. I was like, he is a nice guy. He's local, too. He's local to my area. He's a really nice guy. I've talked to him a few times. Just because you're a nice guy doesn't mean I have to buy from you. And he knows that. I looked down, I was like, man, I'm sorry. It's not gradable, so I don't want to pay this much. And he said, okay. That was that. Thank you for your time. Keep going. You don't have to be a dick about it. Just say, hey, thanks for your time. I'm not interested. I do it all the time. Hey, oh yeah, this looks good. This looks good. I'll take this one. Kind of see this, this, and this. Yeah. Okay, look. No, not interested. I'll take that one though. Or I'm really not interested in any of them. Have a good day. That's all it is. You don't need to feel pressured to purchase from somebody when you want a card. If they know how bad, that's the other part. Never tell them how bad you want a card. Oh, I've been searching for this for 6, 7 months, a year, 2 years. Don't do that. Just say, yeah, man, I really like this card. I've been looking for it for a little bit, what do you want? And when they tell you, make them an offer. Make them a fair offer. Don't be a dick. Make them a fair offer. Continue the process from there. Anyway, I've rambled on for probably 15 to 20 minutes now. This was supposed to be like a 5 to 10 minute clip. It has turned into more. So before I keep talking, I'm going to go to the gym. First, I'm going to take some allergy meds. Then I'm going to go to the gym. Then I'm going to go to work. I'll see y'all next week. Peace.